Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel, to the XRP community. I'm sure if you guys are, part of the crypto industry, which I'm sure you are, if you're watching this update, you know that, today was an absolute amazing day. And of course, when you're watching this video, we are obviously approaching Wednesday morning. Bitcoin was able to retest its all-time high, which a lot of people thought was even a crazy thing to be saying just a few days back, but here we are. A lot to discuss. If you like these updates, smash that like button, hit that red subscribe button, but now let's get right into it. So first and foremost, Visa and Coinbase partner for instant crypto buys on debit cards, and look at this. ETF flows. Around 11,820 Bitcoin and 2,960 Ethereum were bought on October 29th. Bitcoin ETFs saw $870 million in net inflows, and Ethereum actually saw 7.6% in net inflows as well. But what's quite interesting here is, and this obviously has an impact on the broader market, not just Bitcoin itself. If you're an XRP holder, this obviously impacts us in a way as well. So you can see Bitcoin nears all-time high at 73,500, but Google search interest sits at just 23% of its 2021 peak, signaling low interest from retail investors. This is something we've been emphasizing on the channel from the last 1 month alone. As we are getting closer and closer into this election itself, uncertainty is going to be high. And believe it or not, in terms of retail interest, it's quite low because of the fact that there is a lot of uncertainty. This move is mainly due to the likes of big asset managers like BlackRock, and these big firms that are purchasing Bitcoin. Why are they purchasing Bitcoin? These guys are purchasing Bitcoin because they're not focusing on the next 1 month. They're not focusing on this US election. They're seeing the bigger potential. At the end of the day, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. That will never change, right? They're seeing that potential. And that's why you're seeing the likes of BlackRock picking up Bitcoin day by day. They want to get the highest percentage of Bitcoin in their holding so they can have control over this asset class. This is what a lot of people, and when I say people, I'm talking about retail. Retail is just small investors like us, that don't realize this. You look at like the small time horizon, because of course you just want to see how the price does, and obviously if you're looking at the previous cycles thinking the prices are going to go down, but this time around things could end up changing because you're seeing a record high accumulation occurring from these big companies. Moving forward, you could see BlackRock again. IBIT bought 642.8 million worth of Bitcoin on October 19th. Looking across the board, if you're looking at the markets, you are seeing substantial amount of green. Of course, if Bitcoin pushes towards all-time highs, you're going to see the market picking up traction. As far as XRP is concerned, you're not seeing those explosive moves that a lot of people are anticipating. But speaking about that, we're going to go over something very interesting, which just goes over what's really going to happen in the next few months, and is that really going to have a positive impact on this specific lawsuit. So the price of XRP is sitting at 52.5 cents, up 0.3% in USD comparative, or down 1.3% in Bitcoin comparative. Market cap is at 29.8 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume at about $1.1 billion. But before I get into it, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So SEC's lawyer movements highlight the agency's bias against crypto. So Eleanor Terrett shared an article about former SEC lawyers changing alliance and moving to crypto-related firms, which is quite interesting to see. As we go a little bit further, you will see what I mean. Terrett named Ladan Stewart as one of the 4 SEC enforcement lawyers who left the agency for firms representing crypto clients. Ladan Stewart reportedly worked as an SEC enforcement lawyer for 8 years before joining White & Case. Speaking at the Crypto Investors Day event, Ladan Stewart says, when you come to this side and you realize that there are people who really want to find a way to work with regulators, and they feel like that's just not possible given who is at the helm of SEC of generally the Biden administration. I think it's just unfortunate, and it gets in the way of any effort towards reaching some regulatory clarity or anything that allows us to work towards building the industry. And this has a lot of people fuming in the crypto space, especially in the XRP community, because this person at once was working for SEC. So you could really see once, these guys, leave and, just come and join, crypto companies, how they think. So this makes you wonder, what is the real motive of SEC for, battling this complete nonsense of a, case at this point, in terms of, and I'm basing it off of my personal opinion, because, the announcements that we have seen, the major developments coming out of this specific case, it just seems like Ripple has some valid points. And, SEC out here just completely changes, their way of thinking constantly about crypto as a whole. And this is what a lot of people are, kind of getting completely frustrated about. And, people want to see how, crypto is really going to be treated as we do go, obviously, after this election takes place. I personally think the entire landscape, and even, Brad Garlinghouse states this, that once this election is over, it doesn't matter who wins, whether it's Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, the entire landscape, for crypto is going to change, because there's a lot of interest coming in, regulation is coming in, and there's going to be a lot of clarity that which is not there right now. So Coinbase, Chief Legal Officer Paul, kind of retweeted this, stating, I'm never at a loss for words until now. And, moving forward, amicus attorney and candidate for the United States Senate in Massachusetts, John Eaton, shared his experience on the SEC, stating, just because you switch sides for monetary reasons, this is perfectly stated, just because you switch sides for monetary reasons doesn't mean you get a free pass of the conduct you were part of during the last 4 years. Innocent investors, developers, and users, including more than $15 billion, were harmed and continued to be harmed by the conduct. And what as a perfect example is XRP holders, right? If you think XRP is not being impacted by this specific lawsuit, I want you guys to think again. A lot of retail investors and even institutional investors, which are big players, are hesitant to look into XRP due to this specific factor, because this lawsuit has dragged a lot of people behind. But I think the landscape is shifting, which a lot of people are starting to realize, and I think the days are coming closer to an end where things really become more clear. So increasing scrutiny of the SEC and its regain of regulation through enforcement contributed to positive Tuesday crypto session. Rising hopes of Trump return to the White House fueled demand for crypto assets, including XRP. And like I've said, in terms of my political view, I don't really share it, and I don't see the point of sharing it. Also in terms of political itself, you just want someone to make the right decisions at the end of the day. And I personally believe, as I've stated earlier, whether Trump wins or Kamala Harris wins, I think we are about to see a shift. But of course, it's no secret at this point, Trump is one of the, Trump has been clear at his rallies, going in the public, stating, that, he wants the U.S. to become the crypto hub, not any other country. So you can really see how much crypto can evolve in terms of that. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I love each and every one of you guys. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.